Speaking Out About Disabilities with Elizabeth Thompson. Insights from MIT staff.
I'm Elizabeth Thompson, and I coordinate leadership initiatives for undergraduate and graduate students in the Office of Student Activities. Cerebral palsy has many different manifestations depending on the person and the severity of the condition. For me, it means that I walk with a pronounced limp, and my right side is considerably stronger than my left. So I think one thing that is really helpful is when folks believe that I know what I'm doing. And I've been doing this for quite some time. So when people I'm around, particularly people I work with, trust that I know how to ask for what I need, it's really helpful. Recently, a colleague and I were working on a project together, and she asked me very frankly, what would be the best way for these meetings to happen for you? She made sure to name the fact that that accessibility is sometimes a problem, and the fact that she generated solutions and named them made it so that I didn't have to take responsibility for figuring that out. One thing that is not particularly helpful is when people make assumptions or have misconceptions about what my needs are, and I've found one way to manage that is to be particularly assertive and specific about what my needs actually are. An example of that might be if I am going somewhere across campus and come across an uneven patch of sidewalk or a steep incline, being able to speak frankly with the person I'm with about the fact that I might need assistance or might need their arm kind of getting over that patch of sidewalk or getting up the stairs. And once they say that that is okay with them, being open about what my needs are along the way. It might mean also speaking frankly about inaccessibility. I found that those moments where it can be tough to get from point A to point B are times when I'm able, because I'm in a physically vulnerable place sometimes, it then makes it more possible for me to be emotionally vulnerable and sometimes more open about what my challenges are because they're right in front of me and the person that I'm with. This experience that I have and that other disabled people have is really an asset rather than a liability. It makes it possible for me to engage in creative and critical thinking many times a day, every day of my life, and gives me a perspective that I think, particularly at a place like MIT, is oriented toward creativity and innovation and forward thinking, all things that we do constantly around here.
Thank you for watching Speaking Out About Disabilities, brought to you by DSLX Life Learning and the Disability Employee Resource Group.